السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم وبارك اللهم على محمد وعلى آل إبراهيم في العالمين إنك حميد مجيد. اللهم لا سهل إلا ما جعلته سهلا وأنت تجعل الحزن إذا شئت سهلا. سبحانك لا علم لنا إلا ما علمتنا إنك أنت العليم الحكيم. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي وبعد. Inshallah, we'll continue with our topic, inshallah, last week, which is about the water. We were talking about clean water, right? Inshallah, we spoke about types of water that we have. So we said, Qasim ila qismayni. We have two types of water. ماء طهور, a clean water, وماء نجس, a dirty water. Yes, stained water. And we spoke about a clean water, الماء طهور. And then we said هو الماء الباقي على أصل خلقته التي خلق الله سبحانه وتعالى. Clean water is any water that stay on his origin. On his origin that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created it, with. وَلَمْ يَخْبَلِتْ بِنَجَاسَةٍ. And this water that didn't mix with any dirt or any stain. فَتُغَيِّرَ طَعْمَهُ أَوْ لَوْنَهُ أَوْ رِيحَهُ. When it mixed with dairy, so this dairy will change the taste or the scent or the color. If these three things happens to any water, that means it's not what? It's not a clean water anymore. Yeah. And we give example for that. We said ماء كل ماء نزل من السماء. Every water that came from the sky, like rain, is a clean water. You can perform wudu. And you can perform what? The ghusl. You can drink also from it. أو نبع من الأرض, or flew up from the ground. Also it's a what? It's a clean water. كمياه البحار, like the sea water. والأنهار, in the rivers. والعيون والآبار, in the wells. All these type of water are what? Are clean waters. Without any khilaf, without any doubt. Hukmuhu, and then we spoke about the hukum of this clean water. What is the hukum of clean water? يرفع الحدث ويزيل النجاسة. This clean water takes away what? The hadath, any dirty. ويزيل النجاسة. This clean water also can disappear any dirty, any stain. So that's the hukum of clean water. You can either do wudu from it, or either perform ghusl from it, or either clean any dirty, from yourself, from your place, from anywhere. Inshallah, with a clean water. And we spoke about the proof of why is it sea water is clean water and the rest, or why is it the rain? We said the rain is a clean water, right? You can perform wudu, you can perform ghusl from it. Why? What is the proof? Mm-hmm.
Then there's no dirty on it.
Do we have proof from the Quran and the Hadith? So, for example, you told someone that a seawater is what? It's a clean water. You can perform wudu with the seawater, right? Or you can perform ghusl with the rain water. So, what is the proof that you give the person?
Because so when it's in a natural state, or they set it down backwards, so it's not dirty.
Do you have a proof from the Quran and the Hadith? Okay, so the ayah is in Surah Al-Furqan, ayah number 48. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَأَنزَلْنَا مِنَ السَّمَاءِ مَاءً طَهُورًا. We descend from the heaven a clean what? A clean water. So that's the proof. Alright? That a sea water, a sea water is what? It's a clean water. Yes.
Well, you got the regular, you got the salt, so
both of them are clean waters. Yes. With this proof, you understand? Or the hadith of Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam about the sea water. What did he say about the sea water? He said, "Huwa tuhuru ma'uhu al-hillu maitatuhu." This hadith you can raw al-Bukhari fi al-Muwatta wa Sahih al-Albani. You can find this hadith from them. He said, a sea water is what? It's a clean water. You understand? That means you can perform wudu, you can perform ghusl, even though it has a taste, right? But this taste is what? It's original taste. This is how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
it's not hot.
No, it's original. Exactly. So that's why it's what? It's a clean water. You can perform wudu, you can perform ghusl. What if I bring water here and then I put salt in this water until the taste change?
Yeah, you ought to.
Yes. So that one is not what?
It's not pure.
It's not pure. It's not a clean water. It tastes the same thing, salty, but it's different. You understand? So that's the proof. Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, "Huwa tuhuru ma'uhu." This water is what? A clean water. Okay? Al-hillu maitatuhu. Everything that died inside is what? Is halal. Without use slaughtering it. You understand? Like a fish and the crabs and you don't need to slaughter them. If they die, even you find any fish died in the water, it's halal for you to eat it. What about if you are, working in the forest and then you find like a goat died? It's not halal for you to eat it, right? Yes. Yes, exactly. Unless if you have darura, if you have an emergency, like there is nothing, and then you are about to die from what? From hunger. So now this meat will be what? Will be halal for you. But you cannot carry it with you. Take it home. Like, it's halal for you to get something that you will, save yourself from it. You understand?
Shaikh Qasim, in Africa, some water there, people do something on upstream. Like people go mine upstream and make the water there. And people use downstream, or people on the other side of the river use that water. But sometimes they will take the water, they sip the water down for the dead to open the water so the on top will be good. You take that back, the on top back, and so that then one of the won't come in.
Yeah, it's not gonna affect that water. It's not gonna affect that water. So far as it's a river water, right?
Yeah.
The water is a river water. Yes, the color if the color change. What makes the color change? A death. You understand? So that means the rules are if the color change or the taste change or the smell, that means you cannot use it. You understand? So this is the three things. So what you said is something different. You put it down, the depth, went down, and the water became what? Clean. So that means you have a clean water. You understand it? Yeah, we will get there. Inshallah. So that's the proof. And we've talked about three things also that doesn't affect any water. Right? Do you remember? Don't just come here and sit on Thursday and go without anything. You try and get something from it, inshallah. Because this is for last week. Last week Zaki is not here. Right? Yes, we have some three things that when they fell in the water is not going to affect the water. You understand? When they are in the water, it's not going to affect the water. We spoke about that like a tree leaf. Right?
And any dirty animal, dead animal.
Like a tree, whenever you have a river or you have any water, and then you have a tree over there, and then the branch, falling inside the water, this is not going to what? Affect the water, no matter how. The water will always be a clean water. And what again? We've talked about something again. Like we said, moss. You know a moss? M-O-S-S. Yeah, moss. Like the green thing that will... Yes, that is not going to affect the water. The water will always be clean. It's like you will find it whenever you put a water for so long. If the water is, in any place, and then, sometimes it's going to generate that thing. So it's not going to affect, that thing is not going to affect the water. Yes. Or, the third one that we mentioned is for you to put the water down for so long, like months, years. This water will always be clean water, no matter how. You understand it exactly? Yes, if you put it exactly, mashallah. He helped me a lot. Jazakallah khair. Okay, like a bottle water, you put it down 3 months, 4 months, 1 year, and then you want to use it. This water will always be what? Clean water, no matter how. So the rules is, so far as the color didn't change, the scent didn't change, or the taste didn't change, it's going to always be a clean water.
Let's say I went to some place there's no clean water.
Mm-hmm.
So what should I do? Like to clean or clean water?
Yes.
Can I use it?
Yeah, you can use it, but this will be our next lesson. So far as, let's say you went anywhere that you cannot find any clean water, right? Except that dirty water. Can I use it? Yes. Some ulama say you can use it. What is their proof? Their proof is you cannot make tayammum, because if you don't have water, you have to do what? Tayammum and pray. But they said, since they have something that they call water, you have to use that one, no matter how. That is what they say. You understand? Because they said, Allah says, فَإِلَّمْ تَجِدُوا مَاءً. He said, if you cannot find a water, you understand? So they say this is their proof. They said you have to use that water. And then some of the scholars said, since it's a dirty water and then you are not allowed to use a dirty water, you can do what? Tayammum and pray. So which one will you go with? Are you going to use the water or are you going to do tayammum? I'm going to do tayammum, right? I don't know. You're going to use the water? Yes. Exactly. And maybe that will affect you. Exactly, mashallah. Maybe that dirty water that you will use. No. If they don't have clean water, they can use it. So what makes it dirty? Now the question is, what makes it dirty?
Like mud.
Huh?
Like
There's what?
Mud, like
Dead animal.
Dead animal does not affect the water. We'll get it. Any dead animal does not what affects the water. Yes. Yes. So taste and smell and what? And color. So far as you're having these three things, now you will go with something that we call, you have so many water and then you have a little bit of water, like small water. The water is not too much. It's not many. If you have too much water, the water is more than what? The animal that is what? Is dead over there. This water will always be what? Clean, no matter how. Because the water is more than what? The dead animal. So the ulama said the dead animal, beside like any river or any water, does not affect, the water. And they give example. They say, for example, those who are using the tank on the top of their buildings. If you come and find a fly or a bird died in that water, you understand, and you started using that water, then you can smell something in that water. How are you going to do? Are you going to use the water or you don't use the water? You will use it. They say you will use it.
What is the smell?
Yes. They said this smell doesn't affect the water.
Based on the amount of water.
Yes. What affects the water is, they said ikhtilat, like mixing. You understand? Like for example, if it is one bed in the whole tank, even if you smell something, it's not going to affect this water. You can use the water because the water is what? You have a lot of water. You understand? But for example, you have a tank of water and then 30 beds, 50 beds, yes, died in the water. The water smell, the color change, the taste. This water you cannot use it. You understand it? And then inshallah we will get there. So last week we supposed to talk about the three things the three pure things that whenever you find them in the water, you cannot use that water, but they are pure. They are what? They are pure and halal for you to eat them or for you to use it. But when you mix it in the water, that's why they call you always, in this topic, you will always think about mixing the water. Whenever you mix or the water mix with anything dead, that mixing change the color and the taste and the what and the scent. You cannot use it. But if that thing does not mix with the water, alright, but you can smell it, you understand, you can smell, but it didn't mix with the water. Like for example, let's say if you use na'na, do you know na'na? What do you call it in English? Mint. If you use mint in the water and then you took it out, you can smell the mint but you cannot see the mint. And then the water also, the color does not change anything. Can you use that water?
Well, you can drink it for sure.
Yes. But can you use it and do and perform wudu? Allahu Alam. That's good, Qasim, mashallah. That's good job. That's good job. You can see it. He said you cannot use it. You cannot use it? Oh, okay.
I said you can't use it if the smell or the taste or the scent will change.
Alright. The ulama said you can use it and then they have proof. You understand? They have proof. You understand? It doesn't affect. So this is what we are going to talk about. They said al-ma al-mutaghayyir bil-tahirat lahu thalathat ahwal. Any water that will change with what? With a clean, something that is pure and halal. when it mixed with the water, it has three types of it. إذا اختلط الماء الطهور بشيء من الطاهرات ولم يتغير لونه. If this water mix with this pure thing, but you mix the water with it, but the color doesn't change, ولا طعمه, and the taste didn't change, ولا ريحه, and the scent didn't change, فهو باق على طهوريته لأن الماء باق على إطلاقه. Anything, for example, I give you example of what? Mint. If you mix mint is halal to eat, right? So you use it in the water. You put mint in the water. And this mint didn't change the color, didn't change the taste, didn't change what? The scent. The water will always be what? Water. And you can use it.
But meat changes.
Smack gonna change the taste and
Change.
It depends on how much water are you going to put the mint in.
Okay, no.
You understand? How much water are you going to put the mint in? For example, this cup, you put mint in it. The color will not change, right? But the scent and the taste will change. That means you cannot use the water. You understand? But if you bring a big, bowl and then you use mint in it, even if you can smell the mint a little bit, but it doesn't affect the taste, it doesn't affect the what? The color. You can use the water. You understand? And they give example. I spoke about it last week when Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam daughter died, and then he asked, Atiyah, yes, to wash her body with what? With sidr and what? And za'faran, camphor. And then you all know if you put camphor in the water, it's going to change the what? The scent, right? So if that will affect the water, Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam won't tell them to what? To wash their body. You understand it? But we all know if you put camphor in this water, 1 or 2, it's going to change the whole thing. You cannot use it. You understand you understand my point? Huh?
Mixing camphor with the water, we can use for the wudu, right?
Yes.
So, but this border system told us for the dead people.
No, it's not about the dead people. We are not talking, think about this. We are not talking about the dead people. We are talking about al-ma'u al-tahir, a clean water. You understand? That you can perform what? Wudu and ghusl. You understand? So far as Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam asked them to use that word, that camphor, that maize to perform. It's ghusl. They perform ghusl for the what? For the deceased. You understand? If that camphor will affect the water, Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam would allow them to use it. You understand? Since he allowed them to use it from the water, that means you too, even if you put in your water, you can perform what? Ghusl, and then you can perform what? Wudu from it. You understand? Yes. So that's, I think this is clear. That's the first type. Something that will mix with the water. Something that is halal, tahir, pure. That mix with the water, but it doesn't change the what? The color, it doesn't change the scent, it doesn't change the taste. You can use this water. I'll give you another example. Last example. You brought a water and then you put small lemon in it. Lemon, right? You put lemon in the water. You cannot smell the lemon. You cannot see the lemon, right? But when you drink the water, you can taste it a little bit. Can you use that water? Yes. You can use it. If that water is what? Is is plenty, is more than the what? The lemon that you put. But if the lemon is more than the water, that means you will have the whole 3 what? Rolls in that water. The color will change, the smell will change, and the what? The taste will change. That means you can know what? You cannot use it. It's confusing, right?
When you take any juice
Uh-huh.
in the market, the juice consists of water, right?
Okay.
So, but you can see the actual water.
Mm-hmm.
Change everything, the root.
That's the second rule that we're talking about right now. Inshallah. So let's go about the second rule. إذا اختلط الماء الطهور بشيء من الطاهرات. If you mix water with something that is pure, that is clean and halal, with the water, فتغيره تغيرا يخرجه عن اسم الماء فهذا لا يصح التطهر به. If this thing that you mix it with the water, let's say example, he said a juice. Now think about it. Are you saying a water or you are saying a juice? You are saying a juice. That means it's not water again. You understand it? If you said juice, that means it's not water again. So this is the second type. What the ulama said. If you mix the water with anything, that will change that name from another name. From the origin, that means you cannot win. It's no water again. Even though you know that there is water again, but the name has changed. For example, I bring a cup of water, a hot water, I'm calling it a water. But as soon as I put a Lipton in it, and then it mixed with anything, and the color changed, that means, what will I call it? I'll call it Lipton, a tea. That means I cannot use it again. Shai. A drink. You understand? The name has changed. So this, you cannot use it in any situation. You cannot use it. لأنه انتقل من كونه ماء إلى شيء آخر إذ لا يسمى ماء. Because the water has, changed to another word, another thing. Either you say tea, or you say juice, or you say what? Marak, stew. You cannot perform wudu with a stew, right? But we know there is water inside. But we make so many things. So that's what the book said. He said you cannot perform wudu with a marak. A marak is like a stew. You know kara kara. He knows what I'm talking about. MashaAllah. Jazakumullah khair. So that's clear, right? So far as you don't call it water again, it's not what? You cannot use it again. Now the third thing, the third type of the water, that if this water mixed with something good, something clean, you cannot use it, is أن يتغير الماء بشيء من الطاهرات ولكنه لم يخرج عن مسمى الماء. If the water mixed with something that is a good thing, it's not a dirty, it's not anything. For example, كالماء الذي خلطه صابون فغير لونه. Like a water that mixed with what? With soap. You understand? And the color change. So the question is here: a soap, is it a dirty thing or is it a clean thing? A soap is not dirty, right? It's for what? Yes, it's for cleaning. So it's halal. Let's put it this way, right? Because you use it and clean your body. For example, if a water mix with a soap and I drink it, is it halal or haram? It's halal.
It's not healthy.
Have you ever seen any sheikh that said, for you to drink soap or ice, what is? It's halal? It's haram? Even in Africa, we have some medicine that we call it, and it's a soap. You will put it in the water and you will shake it and then you will drink it. But it's a soap. People use it to what? To wash their body.
Yeah, but not every soap.
Yes, but we're talking about a soap in general. So he's right, Zach is right. If we said soap, but not every soap, some soap, they contain some, some chemicals.
The point is, it's permissible to drink.
Yes.
As long as there's no dirt with it.
Exactly. And then as long as it doesn't affect you. You understand? But we're not talking about drinking. I just give the example. If you drink a soap, it's halal, right? If it's not going to harm you, you understand. It's halal. So, but the point is what we are talking about here. Can you use that water to perform wudu? That's the point here. You understand? So, they say كالماء الذي خلطه صابون غير لونه أو وقع فيه حمص فغير طعمه أو زعفران فغير رائحته ولكن لا يزال اسم الماء يشمله ففي الطهارة به خلاف بين العلماء. They say if this water is mixed with, soap, then this soap has changed the color. You understand? Or the water is mixed with something that is rust, something that rusts. Rusting? Yes, like you put the water in some, a gallon, and then the gallon is what? Rusted. And then you can see that this water, there is rust in the water. Or even a pipe. Some pipe, when they keep low, they don't use it. If you use it, you see the water that is coming will be what? Yes, rusted. So that water, the taste will change. Alright? Or za'faran, what we talk about. Za'faran is what do we call it? It's the same thing like season, yes. If these three things mix with this water, can I use this water and perform wudu? Is this water a clean water? He said what? فَفِي خِلَافٍ بَيْنَ الْعُلَمَاء. The scholars has what? So many opinion about that. But what is the accurate opinion is this water is still what? A clean water. You can use it. That is the accurate opinion. You understand? That is the accurate opinion. Now let me bring you back. I know most of you we are confused. Because we said if a water is mixed with something, and then the color, the taste, the smell change, this water you cannot use it anymore, right? And now we are saying if mixed with soap and za'faran you can use it. It's confusing, right? So let me bring you. We are talking about two different things here. We are talking about a water that mixed with najasa, something dirty. You understand? If we are talking about a water that's mixed with something dirty, and it changed the color and the scent and the taste, you cannot use that water. You understand? That water is not a clean water. Second, we're talking about a water that mixed with something good. Something that is not what? It's not dirty, it's not najasa, it's tahir. Like tea, like shai, Lipton. If you mix the water with Lipton, is Lipton a najis? No. You can drink it. You understand? You could drink it. So they say if the water mixed with tea and then the name has changed, it's no water anymore, you cannot use it. But if the name didn't change, you can use that water. You understand? If the name didn't change, like for example, you have a water in what? In a bowl, and you drink tea in a cup, different cup, and there is a little bit of the tea in that cup, and you wash it in that in that bowl water, and then someone drink coffee, right? And there is a little bit of the coffee in the cup. And then you wash it in the same what? Same bowl again, right? So this water, can I use it to perform wudu and ghusl? Yes. I can use it to perform wudu and what? And ghusl. Why? Because it mixed with at-tahirat, with clean things, something that is pure and halal. This water is mixed with something that is pure and halal. But if these two things, the tea and the coffee that you use in that water, if it has changed the water until you cannot call it water anymore, that means you cannot what? You cannot use it. You understand? Is that understood? That means you cannot what? You cannot use that water anymore. Is that clear? Yes. So this is what the ulama said. They said there is different opinion in this. Don't get lost. Some ulama will say you cannot use it. You understand? Some ulama said we don't have that type of water. They said we have only two waters, only two types. We have a clean water and then we have dirty water. You understand? A clean water is a water that didn't mix with anything or change the color or the scent or the what or the taste. You understand? That's a clean water. And we have a dirty water that's it's a dirty water. No matter how you do, it's what? It's a dirty water. That's the some of the ulama. And they go with this. Yeah, inshallah. And they go with this. They say we have only two types. We don't have three types. And these people say we have three types. And they are right too. We have three types of water, right? If a water mixed with, what we just said, a tea or a coffee, but it's still a water, you can use it. Because that thing that is in the water is not what? It's not haram. You understand? It doesn't affect what? The color. Because the moment this tea affects the water, you don't call it water anymore. You call it tea. You understand? So, and then the ulama, they go with this opinion that this water is what? It's a clean water. Salahuddin last week, he asked me, what if a dog, drank in a bowl? Can you use that water to perform wudu? And then I told him that yes. And then I'm going to look up, again the books, what the ulama said about it. And then I found out that yes, you can use that water, even though the dog is not a clean thing, it's a najasa. You understand? But Rasul sallallahu alayhi wasallam said, whenever a dog drink in a bowl or eat in a bowl, you have to what? You have to wash it 7 times. So ulama said, ulahunna bil turab. The first time you have to wash it with what? With sand. And some of them said the last one. You understand? But anyone that you pick is correct. If you wash it 7 times, the first time before you wash it with what? With sand, and then you wash it 6 times after that, it's good. If you wash it 6 times, the last one you wash it with sand is what? It's correct. So, how about the water that the dog, drank from? Can I use it to perform wudu? Yes. The ulama said, if this water that is in the barrel, is in the bowl, that this dog drink from, if it is, too much water, like many water, you can use it to perform what? Wudu. You can use it to perform ghusl. But if the water is small water, that you yourself, you know that this dog will affect this water, you don't have to use it. You understand? They say the first place you cannot use it to even perform wudu because it's not enough for you. If it is not enough for you to perform ghusl, that means automatically you cannot use it. You understand? But this is the general. In general, they said if a dog drink in any water, it doesn't affect the water. You can still use the water so far as the water is what is many. This is what the ulama came. Yes, a large amount. Yes, you can use it.
Well, I think the scenario you gave was enough to where you can make a ghusl, right?
Yes.
Not just wudu.
Yeah, even if it is wudu, for example, I don't have intention to make ghusl.
But the water is just a small amount
For wudu, you can, yes, you can.
you can still use it.
Yeah, you will use it, but you have to look. If this dog will affect the water, it's based on the amount of the water that's in the bowl. You understand? We have some bowls that if you have water in it, if the dog, drink from it, and then if you see the water, you still have enough water, to do wudu, the ulama said you can use that water and do wudu. You understand? Because I think last 2 weeks or last 3 weeks, Shaikh asked me about what if you went any place and then a dog touches your soap. It's a najis. Do you have to change the soap? No, you have to just clean the place that the dog what touches. It doesn't make the soap what dirty. You can still use the soap and perform what? And perform wudu. Yes.
The dog's mouth.
Yes.
The dog's mouth.
The dog mouth, even if the body, even if it is the mouth, you will just clean the place. Because the hadith that they quote, hadith of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, it's not talking about a soul, or it's not talking about a place. It's talking about what? A bowl. Is a wala al-qalbu fi ina'i ahadikum. You understand? So that bowl, you have to wash it 7 times. So if the dog touch my soap, do I have to wash my soap 7 times? No. The ulama said you just have to wash the place that the dog touch, and then you are good.
About if the dog lick you, and then you go by like a couple hours, you dry.
Yes.
So what you is not a water. You say like, okay, maybe you go downtown, and then you walk on through it, somebody dog come and lick you.
Yes.
Stick gone. By the time you come back, it's dry. So what you do?
It's dry. If you know the place that the dog lick you, you wash that place. Even if it is dry, you will wash that place. You understand? That's why the ulama, they have something that they call they call it a rufus. Like when you are confused, if something touch you, if any death, a blood or a urinal, and then you don't know where the urinal, where the place is, you will just have to go with the yaqeen, where you make sure that it is exactly here. So you will wash only that place and go and pray. You understand?
Suppose somebody with alcohol on your body.
Yes.
Does that annul your prayer or?
It doesn't affect your prayer.
No, I talk about the prayer or the wudu.
The alcohol, it's not gonna affect your wudu or your prayer. You understand? But if you wash it, it's better. If you know the place, you wash it. And then it's very easy. If you are home, you can change your clothes. Then change it and come out of the what? The dirt. You understand? But if you don't have, you are not home, and then you don't have water to wash it, what will you do? You will pray. No. You will pray, of course. You cannot say you want to make tayammum because someone splashed alcohol on you. This is 2 things. If you don't have wudu and there is no water, definitely you will do tayammum. You understand? But you don't have to do tayammum for the place too. No. You will do tayammum for the wudu. If you don't have water, if there is no water. If you have water, you will do wudu, right? And then you don't know where the alcohol what is. Bina'an ala al-yaqeen. You just go for your thought. I am sure this is where the alcohol is. I will just wash there and go ahead and pray. I don't need to wash my whole body. Is that clear? Yes. And then that alcohol, even if you pray with it, it's not going to affect your prayer. You understand? Like someone asked this similar question. He said, if someone drink alcohol and come and pray, will Allah accept his prayer? Huh? Someone drink alcohol. You drink alcohol. Come and pray in the masjid or you pray anywhere. Exactly. Yes, if you are in your state mind, your prayer is what? Is valid. If you know what you say. But if you don't know what you're saying, even if it is not alcohol, sugar is halal. You drink a lot of sugar and then you don't know what you do with it. You cannot pray. لا تقربوا الصلاة وأنتم سكارى حتى تعلموا ما تقولون. Anything, even a date. Some people can put a date in the water for 3 days, 4 days, and then they drink it. It's not gonna let your what? Your mind go away. If you pray, your prayer is not gonna Allah is not gonna accept your prayer because you don't know what you say. You understand? Anything, not even alcohol. So if you drink alcohol and then you know what you're doing, of course your prayer is what? Is valid. But the question is, are you disturbing people who around you with your alcohol? Because we know Rasulullah said if you eat what? Garlic, don't come to the masjid. Garlic is halal thing. But Rasul said if you eat garlic, stay home and pray, don't come to the masjid. Why? Because of the smell, you don't disturb people around you. What about alcohol? What about alcohol? You understand? Yes. Alcohol is even worse. You understand? So the question is, your prayer is valid, but the state that you are. And then the first thing I told the guy, like, you believe that means you believe that the alcohol is halal. That's why you're drinking it. You understand? Yes. You drink alcohol and you can pray. It doesn't make sense. Right? Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said that the alcohol is what? It's haram. If it is going to take your mind. You understand? And then you went and drink it. What do you think about that? May Allah give us understanding of the deen, Ya Rabbi. And the last thing, is it time? 4 more minutes. All right. And these are the 3 types that we spoke about. I think I hope this is clear. We have some things that they are already what? They are already dead. They are najasa. If it is mixed with the water, if it is changed the color and the scent and the taste, you cannot use that water. We have 3 types of things that they are halal, they are pure, they are not najasa. If you mix them with the water, you understand? It is 3 types. If it doesn't change the color or affect the taste or anything, you can use that water. You understand? If it is changed, the second thing is, if that thing change the name from something else, water to what? To tea, or water to juice, you cannot use it. You cannot use it. And the third thing is, for example, we give example of soap. If you mix soap with the water, can you use that water with za'faran or something that is rust, and then it mixed with the water? Can you use that water? Yes, you can use that water because all this is they are halal. They are halal thing. They are not haram. This is where the ulama, they have different opinion. Some of them say you cannot use it, and some of them say what? You can use it. Those who said you cannot use it, they said because it affects the what? It affects the taste and the what? And the color and the smell. Those who said you can use it, They said because they are already tahirat. They are not, these things are not what? Are not something dirty or something, haram. That's why even when they mix with the water, it is what? It is halal for you to use the water. Now the last thing is الماء المستعمل في رفع الحدث من الوضوء والغسل طاهر في نفسه مطهر لغيره. The last thing is, if someone make wudu in a bowl or make ghusl in a bowl, can I use this water to make another wudu or another ghusl? Huh? Is dirty? Yes. Like if someone use a bowl, he did wudu in the bowl, or he make a ghusl in what? In the bowl. In the bowl. So, and then the water is still in the bowl. Can you use that water and perform wudu again?
No. If the water is, if the color of the state or any of the part of the water don't change, it's still
Yeah, it's okay, but here it's not about color and taste, and it's about somebody who use the water and perform wudu or perform ghusl, and the water is still there. Nothing changed about the water.
Yeah, you can use it. How you use it?
What's the proof?
The proof, because they got that container, we tell what they call, I don't know how to call. More people use that to make wudu.
But they make the wudu outside. They put their hand in it and make the wudu outside. They are not doing the wudu inside the container.
Yeah, okay.
Are they doing the wudu inside the container?
No.
No. I'm talking about you doing wudu in a container. You wash your hand 3 times. You take the water, you spill it inside the container. You wash your face inside the container. You wash your legs inside the container. Can you use that water? Alright, the ulama said, yes, you can use that water. He said, subhanallah. Huh? Yes, exactly. Yes, but this shows that you can use that water. Because Prophet Muhammad ﷺ did wudu in a bowl, and he let the Sahaba use that water to what? To perform wudu. Some of them drink from the water, But you cannot drink that water though, because this is only for Prophet Muhammad ﷺ. You understand? That's his mu'jiza. But can you use the water to make wudu and ghusl? Yes. Because what is the proof? This is the proof. Because Prophet Muhammad ﷺ made the wudu and he gave it to Sahaba and they did the wudu from it. That is what makes the water طاهر في نفسه مطهر لغيره. You can use that water to perform wudu, to perform ghusl. You can use that water also to what? To clean up any dirt. You can use that water to clean any dirt. That's why they said طاهر في نفسه مطهر لغيره. You understand? Now the question is, if the person that used the water itself is dirty, you understand? Maybe someone go and work in anything, paints and stuff like that, and come and make wudu in a bowl or wash itself. He didn't take shower for 3-4 days, and he performed ghusl in that water. Can you use that water?
If the water color change,
I'm not going to use it for a long time.
It's not about opinion. It's about deen. You understand? I gave you an example last time. If the deen was based on opinion, like so many things that we're doing, we don't even do it. But the deen is not opinion.
Did you have to do it to give me time?
Huh?
Did you have to do it to give me time?
Now, if that water is there, you cannot make them. Yes. Yeah, the dairy will go inside the water and the water color will change. You can use it. You understand? Yes. Yeah, you can use it. If the color, the taste, yes. If they change, then you can know what you cannot use it. That's what the ulama said.
No, I don't think this applies to you see what he's
Huh?
saying?
It's not about this applying to it's the deen, and then it will never change till the day of the judgment.
But the where we are.
These African people share. The same things African people do, making wudu, people taking the wudu, sleeping in the face, washing themselves, so like you, and they can do the same.
That's not for you. That's for only Rasul. That's is one of the mu'jizat of Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam. You understand? Somebody can, perform wudu in a bowl, and then it doesn't mean that you can drink from that water. No. That's only for Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. But what we are talking about here is, can you use that water to perform wudu or ghusl?
Yes.
The ulama said yes, you can use it. Other than that, can you drink it or eat or make food from it? No. You understand? May Allah grant an understanding of the deen, inshallah. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله
Hey, we're working. Eh? Shaikh,